This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. This recording is by Mark Smith of Simpsonville, South Carolina. Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris. Chapter 33. Why the Negro is Black. One night, while the little boy was watching Uncle Remus twisting and waxing some shoe thread, he made what appeared to him to be a very curious discovery. He discovered that the palms of the old man's hands were as white as his own, and the fact was such a source of wonder that he at last made it the subject of remark. The response of Uncle Remus led to the earnest recital of a piece of unwritten history that must prove interesting to ethnologists. "To be sure de palm of my hand's white, honey," he quietly remarked. "And when it come to dat, der was a time when all de white folks was black, blacker dan me, 'cause I done been yer so long dat I been sorter bleach out." The little boy laughed. He thought Uncle Remus was making him the victim of one of his jokes, but the youngster was never more mistaken. The old man was serious. Nevertheless, he failed to rebuke the ill-timed mirth of the child, appearing to be altogether engrossed in his work. After a while, he resumed. "Yasser, folks dunno what been yet, let alone what gwineter be. Niggers is niggers now, but the time was when we was all niggers together." "When was that, Uncle Remus?" "Way back yonder. In dem times we was all on us black. We is all niggers together, and 'cordin' to all de counts what I hears, folks is gettin' 'long about as well in dem days as dey is now. But after a while de news come dat der was a pond of water somewheres in de neighborhood, which if dey git into it dey be wash off nice and white, and den one of 'em he find de place, and make a plunge into de pond, and come out white as a town gal. And den, bless gracious, when de folks seed it, they make a break for de pond, and dem what was the surplus, they got in fust and they come out white, and dem what was the next surplus, they got in next, and they come out merlatters, and they was such a crowd of 'em that they mighty nigh used de water up, which dem de others come along, de most they could do was to paddle round wid de foots and dabble in it wid de hands. Dem was de niggers, and down to dis day dey ain't no white about a nigger 'ceppin' de palms of his hands and soles of de foots." The little boy seemed to be very much interested in this new account of the origin of races, and he made some further inquiries, which elicited from Uncle Remus the following additional particulars. "De Injun and de Chinee got to be counted 'long wid de mulaters, and I ain't seed no Chinee dat I knows of, but dey tells me dey er sorter twixt de brown and de brindle. Dey er all mulatters." "But Mama says the Chinese have straight hair," the little boy suggested. "Co'se, honey," the old man unhesitatingly responded. "Dem what get to de pond time enough fer to get de head in de water hit unkink de hair. Hit needs to be dat-a-way." End of chapter.